When I was young, I was an absolute pyromaniac, and I loved origami. I also used to blow giant soap bubbles and make inflatable rooms that you could wander through. I'm an intuitive or an emotional artist in the sense of how is it feeling to be out in the world. It's the most spiritual place when you're 6,000 feet in the air and you've seen a glacier rip through and you've seen the mountain press up and there's just this awe, there's this intensity. I vibrate. You know, that's what I call enthusiasm and excitement. I'm vibrating and this is awesome. And when I'm sculpting, I'm like, yes! There's just a spontaneity and a joy to putting components together, and I step back and it's like, it's resonating, and it's that tree, it's that landscape, it's the cliff that I stood on. Childlike wonderment. You know, when you're a child, you're uninhibited and you're spontaneous.
Martin himself is in the top 8 of the most important artists of the 21st century. So this is historic in the sense that this is a strong commitment on behalf of this institution to celebrating the best of American sculpture.
To make great work, you have to be comfortable with failing. And the people, you know, oh, you're an artist, you must have so much fun. And I'm like, fun? Are you like sometimes I'm on the floor crying. You know, it's ugly, it's horrible. What have I done? I've just spent $10,000 and I have, you know, this is terrible. That usually fades away a little bit later. I get my act back together again and I start over. The goal was to create individual islands, but that as you walk in, everything foreshortens. Some may see it, some may not, but it was pulled out and stretched out so that from certain vantage points, you could see the totality of this expression.
Repose in Amber is such a great piece of proof that Martin's approach works. Time and time again, he gets us to where we need to go, and it's a beautiful place to be.
This is called three-dimensional light. There's a volume in here forever when the lights are on where this frequency of rose light or amber light is always going to be projected and collecting in here because the frequency and the vibration of the light is getting changed as it passes through the color. And it's always going to give you this, I mean, that's magic.
This piece really will play a role in the coming years through teaching things that are written about it, taped about it, encouraging another kind of sculpture to rise up and be strong.
You know, for me, great art should be like an incredible piece of music. Those vibrations, they resonate, and that particular tone hits you, and you hear what that artist was trying to communicate. And I'm trying to communicate a wonderment and an enthusiasm and a reflection back on the natural world.
You spend some time with just this one sculpture, and I don't think you go away the same person. A work like Repose in Amber by Martin is an addition to the collection that we could never have hoped for and now have achieved. I can't get involved with major pieces or even minor pieces without the support that keeps the experiences ever expanding for you in the audience. And let's keep on this path of making ourselves an arts capital in the Midwest. And I couldn't do it without Fort Wayne. We put an iconic stamp in your institution. This will become what we're known for.